This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, a train derailment in Aroostook County has closed Route 11 in Ashland for the next several hours. We are awaiting further details from authorities, but we know that the derailment is actually blocking Route 11 and traffic is not able to get through at this time. No word right now on what triggered the derailment or what, if any, cargo that train was carrying.
So if you're planning on traveling through the area tonight, you are asked to seek an alternate route, and we will bring you any updates on that situation as we get them. In other news tonight, a judge in Machias has denied bail for a man awaiting a trial on murder and arson charges. Justin Matthews, formerly of Pembroke, Maine, is one of 3 men accused of the October 2017 murder of 48-year-old Wayne Foss in Whitneyville. Defense attorneys argued that Matthews' health problems and his willingness to wear an ankle monitor and serve under house arrest would be viable reasons for him to be out on bail while awaiting trial. The state cited conversations between Matthews and his girlfriend, as well as Maine Detective Chad Lindsay, during which Matthews allegedly hinted at the possibility of fleeing amid the charges he's facing.
I am finding that the court has proved by clear and convincing evidence that there is substantial risk the defendant would not appear if he is allowed a bail. We're also finding by clear and convincing evidence that allowing for a bail would pose a substantial risk to the integrity of the process.
Matthews was not arrested until September of last year, almost 6 years after Foss's body was discovered in his burned-out home by the state fire marshal's office. A date for his trial has not yet been scheduled.
An 11-year-old boy has died after crashing his snowmobile. Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife spokesperson Mark Lottie says about 7:30 last night, the boy was driving a snowmobile over a field in Chapman to store it in a garage when he struck the garage at a high rate of speed. Lottie says the boy was not wearing a helmet and first responders attempted life-saving measures but were not successful. That crash remains under investigation.
Maine State Police are investigating a fatal crash that happened during a pursuit. State Police spokesperson Shannon Moss says just before 5 o'clock Monday night, Franklin County Sheriff's deputies were called to the town of Strong to investigate an alleged sexual assault of a child. 32-year-old Joshua Burden of Strong was identified as the suspect. State Police say he fled the scene before deputies arrived. About 10 minutes later, deputies located Burden and attempted to stop him. Moss says Burden led them on a slow-speed pursuit through Strong and into Farmington, where the Farmington Police Department deployed spike strips. Moss says after Burden's tires were spiked, he accelerated at a high rate of speed and struck a tree head-on. He died at the scene. The crash remains under investigation.
Police have arrested a person who they say pulled a knife on employees while allegedly robbing the Bangor Walmart. 19-year-old Neary Scott of Portage Lake is being charged with robbery. Bangor Police Sergeant Jason McCambly says they responded to a call from store employees about 5 p.m. on Saturday. Employees told officers they tried to stop Scott as he allegedly attempted to leave the store with a shopping cart full of alcohol, and then he allegedly pulled a knife. Police say employees told them they saw him take the cart out of the Walmart parking lot and into the area of a nearby business where he got into a vehicle. Scott was found a short time later behind a business on Hogan Road. Sergeant McCambly says he allegedly admitted to stealing the alcohol but denied using a knife. McCambly says approximately $300 worth of alcohol was recovered.
A Bangor-based nonprofit recently became a certified mobile syringe service provider to help keep those using drugs in the area safe. However, there are concerns from city officials. Needle Point Sanctuary has been approved by the Maine CDC to become a certified distributor of clean needles. The nonprofit is working to offer 3 mobile service locations that will operate out of vehicles. They are now the 3rd certified syringe provider partaking in a needle exchange program in Bangor. They join Bangor Health Equity Alliance and Wabanaki Public Health and Wellness. The organizations not only distribute clean needles, but have also collected thousands of used ones throughout the area. Advocates say the need is great for more efforts like this in the area.
We are every single week cleaning up needles. We know that needles are still out there, and we know that's a risk. That's a public health risk. So having more institutions, organizations, programs that engage in this work is absolutely critical.
Bangor City Manager recently sent out a memo to the City Councilor outlining concerns about potential locations for the exchange sites. The city has dissuaded the nonprofit from operating in its originally desired locations, including Pierce Park, Pickering Square, or at the intersection of Texas Ave and University Way. According to Needle Point Sanctuary's executive director, they're currently in conversations with city officials to determine what locations meet the needs of everyone involved. To read the city manager's full memo, you can visit our website, foxbangor.com.
The Supreme Court heard oral arguments today for a case that could impact access to certain abortion services nationwide. Our Augusta reporter, Corey Bouchard, has more on what was said and how it could impact Maine.
At the heart of the Supreme Court case is whether or not the Food and Drug Administration violated the law in 2016 and 2021 when it allowed mifepristone, a pill taken with another drug to terminate an early pregnancy, to be prescribed through telehealth and delivered through the mail.
Agency relied on dozens of studies involving tens of thousands of women. Respondents don't identify any evidence that the agency overlooked. They just disagree with the agency's analysis of the data before it. But that doesn't provide a license to authorize judicial second-guessing of the agency's expert judgments.
Nicole Clegg, the CEO of Planned Parenthood of Northern New England, says rolling back the FDA's action would be devastating for those seeking an abortion in Maine.
When you think about a state like Maine, where, it's a largely rural state, people have to travel far distances to access the care that they need. Telehealth is a critically important option for somebody who's made the decision to end a pregnancy, wants to access medication abortion because they want to be at home with their support system.
The justices mostly focused their questions on whether the doctors who filed the lawsuit against the FDA had proven they may be harmed by the FDA's actions.
Who's your person? I know you have 7 of them, but if you had to pick one and say, go read that declaration, and that declaration is going to tell you why we're entitled to be up here, who's the person?
So I have to pick 2, Your Honor, but Dr. Francis and Dr. Scott.
Most justices seem to push back against the idea of a nationwide ban, with Chief Justice John Roberts questioning why the courts couldn't provide relief only to the doctors involved in the lawsuit, instead of a nationwide ban. Clegg is hopeful that the justices will keep access to mifepristone unrestricted.
My hope is that the justices on the Supreme Court are listening to the fact that this is a safe, long-standing medication that should be available to people who have made the decision to end a pregnancy.
We reached out to the Christian Civic League of Maine to comment on the case and did not receive a response. A ruling in this case is expected as early as June. In Augusta, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
A bill seeking to establish a minimum wage for farm workers had a public hearing today. The legislation introduced by Governor Mills would require workers employed in agricultural jobs to be paid a wage of at least $14.15 per hour, the same minimum hourly wage currently required by other workers under Maine law.
We all acknowledge that agriculture is unique, and a farm worker is a unique type of worker. However, what is not unique is that farm workers live in the same economy as everyone else. They, along with everyone else, deal with the housing crisis, with the increase in the cost of living, and with the disruptions of the pandemic. Yet farm workers do not enjoy the same protections as others.
Currently, farm workers in Maine are only entitled to the federal minimum wage of $7.25 an hour, which would equate to an annual salary of around $15,000. If passed by the legislature, the minimum wage for farm workers would take effect on September 1st, 2024.
Supporters of a bill overwhelmingly approved by Maine voters last November say the will of the Maine people is currently being threatened in Augusta. Maine's automotive right to repair law won an 84% approval from Maine voters in the referendum, but that hasn't stopped discussions on LD 1911, which would roll back the law due to security concerns as well as concerns from the automotive industry about proprietary information systems. Tommy Hickey from the Maine Automotive Right to Repair Committee warns this is not what Maine people want.
What that vote was to get direct access to their diagnostic repair information so that they could control where that information went, whether it went to an independent repair or a dealership. It was really about consumer empowerment, consumer choice.
The House Chair and lead House Republican of the IDEA Committee released the following joint statement about the bill. Quote, as representatives of the people, we commit to reevaluating this law and putting forth something enforceable that will address any current or future barriers to the right to repair and protect the privacy rights of the people of Maine, end quote.
All right, and earlier today, pretty calm outside, but things are about to change, and unfortunately, it sounds like it's going to be wet for a good stretch.
Yeah, we were not loving the full 5-day yesterday, and apparently nothing has changed. Let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast tonight.
All right, thank you very much. Happy Tuesday. High temperatures today, pretty much in the upper 30s to low 40s across the area. Tomorrow, though, hold on, upper 40s are back in the forecast pretty much area-wide tomorrow afternoon. All right, the wind today out of the east-southeast around 10 to 15 miles per hour. It'll come down tonight, actually go calm for a couple hours tomorrow. All right, some rain showers out there now. Nothing heavy all day long today, but that's going to change here pretty quickly as this moisture will combine with this system here, all moving our direction, and there's going to be a long duration rain event setting up for us now, not just tonight, but through tomorrow, through Thursday, through Friday. That could end as a bit of snow on Saturday morning. Our forecast then for tonight, looking at mostly cloudy skies, some rain showers out there, a bit of ice north and west of Millinocket with low temperatures in the 30s. Your full forecast is coming up.
All righty, Jeff, thank you.
Yep.
And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, the Washington County Sheriff's Office is moving ahead with its relocation plans. We'll hear from the county manager.
And it was a year ago today the University of Maine graduate students voted to unionize. Our Grace Blanchard was on campus today to find out why they're marching yet again. Those stories and more as ABC 7 News at 6 comes back.
Spring is the season of rejuvenation and the perfect time to revitalize your home with Renewal by Andersen. Our spring savings event is only once a year. Call Renewal by Andersen to schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. We've installed over 4 million windows, earning us 4.7 stars in customer satisfaction. Call the number below or visit us online today. And remember, call now because these great savings end soon.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Singing teapots, dancing candlesticks, a princess, and of course, the Beast make up the beloved tale of Beauty and the Beast. This lively one-hour musical springs to life on the Gracie stage Saturday, April 6th. Will Belle break the spell before the last rose petal falls? Find out in the Panto Company's production of Beauty and the Beast at the Gracie Theater Saturday, April 6th with 2 shows at 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock. For tickets, call 941-7888 or go to gracietheater.com.
Dear Savvy Traveler, airline food isn't what it used to be. I need to fuel up before I fly.
Dear Hangry, you can fill up before takeoff at Bangor International Airport. The Highlands Cafe has quick and casual. The Refueler Pub and Grill has heartier fare. And the Post Security Cafe, other side of TSA, offers a pick-me-up before wheels up. Bon appetit and bon voyage, Hangry. And remember, the savvy travel through Bangor International Airport. Flybangor.com.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Wow.
Nice.
Thanks, bud.
You can get the lowest ever 1.99% financing on most Tundra hybrid and gas models. Toyota, let's go places.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna. ABC 7, honored to be named Maine's television station of the year.
Welcome back. The Washington County Sheriff's Office will be moving by March of next year. The relocation is thanks in part to ARPA funds received during the pandemic. The county is expected to break ground on the new public safety building on May 6th. The new building will house not only the Sheriff's Department, but also the Maine Drug Enforcement Agency and the IT department, too.
The department has grown so much, and you can't grow a brick building that was built in 1858. So the ARPA money came along, and it's a great way to provide new office space and space for training and evidence and anything functional, properly functional sheriff office could use.
Construction will be done by businesses in the Washington County region, and according to Gray, costs for the new building will not come from taxpayers. Gray says pieces of the old building that stood on Court Street for over a century will soon find new homes across Machias and Washington County.
Well, this time last year, University of Maine graduate student workers rallied to unionize and have since been successful in that mission. Today, members of the union marched along the Orono campus demanding their contract negotiations be expedited. Our Grace Blanchard has the story.
Members of the University of Maine Graduate Student Workers Union could be heard all across campus on Tuesday.
We are gathering together as the Grad Student Worker Union to put a little pressure on the university. We're in bargaining right now, and they're moving rather slowly. They're dragging their heels.
They marched along campus before making their way to the Furlan building, where contract negotiations were ongoing. This is their first contract as a union. They say one of their greatest demands is better working conditions.
Grad students are fundamental to how this university functions. We complete the teaching tasks, we're TAs, we do research, we're pivotal to the research that this institution actually puts out.
According to a statement from a UMaine spokesperson, the university values the contributions of their student workers. The statement went on to say they are optimistic they can come to a bargaining agreement that makes everyone happy. And members of the community are showing their support.
I saw these young people at the lobby day. I was impressed with their commitment, their knowledge, and the eloquence of their plea.
Members of the Grad Student Union are also planning a work-in protest right here at the Furlan building again on Thursday.
I'm hoping that our actions this week will put the university in a position where they're actually respecting their workers.
In Orono, Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, veterans and first responders are invited to share coffee and a campfire breakfast every Tuesday morning at the Reigning Oak Ranch. We'll have the details.
And in sports, Maine hockey has hit the road for Massachusetts ahead of their first NCAA tournament appearance in 12 years. We'll have that story right after the break.
At Warren Financial, your financial goals are our priority. Your financial plan may appear to be all about savings and investing, but in reality, it's about much more. Your life, your family, and your legacy. That's why the financial planner you choose is so important.
Plan your future with Warren Financial. Visit warrenfinancialplan.com or call 573-1825.
Your trusted partner in wealth management.
Hey, Maine. How are you? Yes, you. How are you really? It's a question we rarely ask ourselves. But to Northern Light Health, how you are means a lot. So we're out here asking and encouraging you to ask the people in your life, starting with yourself. So ask away. Then connect with us at northernlighthealth.org/howareyu.
Great Scott! This is Green Bear 420 in 2010. What kind of trip is this? I gotta get back to 2023. Wait, it's 2015. So much has changed. In 2023, we had a lot more glass, t-shirts, and novelties. It's gonna take a bolt of lightning to get me home. Finally, home at last. Now Green Bear 420, Green Bear Green Care is bigger and better than ever. To be continued.
My father worked at the mill for over 30 years. He was exposed to a great community and excelled at his job, but he was also exposed to asbestos. The air quality inside the mill was always his biggest complaint. He had no idea how deadly some of the products and materials were. When he was diagnosed with mesothelioma, we knew to call Joe Bornstein's office to get my dad the help he needs and the justice he deserves.
Call Joe today for a free case evaluation. There's never a fee unless you win.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in Bangor, located in the Penobscot Plaza, providing custom ink by licensed artists for more than 20 years.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thanks for staying with us. Once again, we'll kick things off with Maine hockey. The Black Bears are officially on the road to Springfield, Massachusetts for their first NCAA tournament appearance in 12 years. The Black Bears being sent off this afternoon in front of a group of fans, university staff, and other coaches. They'll arrive in Massachusetts tonight They'll have a practice on the ice at Mass Mutual Center on Wednesday, speak to media afterwards, all ahead of the big day on Thursday. Maine taking on Cornell in their first round game at 5:30 p.m. The Black Bears, in just their third year under head coach Ben Barr, are 2 wins away from heading to the Frozen Four. Barr says it is great to be playing at this time of the season, and it was a year-long effort to get here.
Your body of work during the year tries to set you up to be able to, obviously conference championships are one and done and the seedings are the seedings, but it's really your whole body of work that allows you to be able to play in these scenarios. And hopefully we can use our experience from Friday night, the Garden, to go play in another big stage here next weekend.
All right, now let's go to some high school sports now. Spring sports season is now officially underway. Bucksport softball is coming off of a regional title with still a lot to prove. Ryan Sudol has more.
Bucksport softball won the C-North regional title last year, but fell short at states. This year, though, their heads are as high as ever.
I think we were better than that. We've always been better than that, and I think this year is our year to prove it.
I'm so confident in this team. I expect really great things. We've worked really hard in the off-season as well, so we're just going to get better and better.
The Bucks only lost 2 seniors. Top bat Allie Pickering graduated, but they returned 4 all-conference first-team hitters.
We have kids that'll fill in that spot. I think we're going to hit better than we did last year as a team.
In the circle, they lost PVC Player of the Year Ella Hosford. Her replacement is junior Natalie Simpson, who already showed her stuff last year, going 6-0 in her starts.
It was honestly just reassuring to us that we knew we had a backup. It was almost like there was no difference on the field. She's just so talented. She's going to dominate.
And with all their returners comes big game experience. A lot of it. Even the ones that didn't make the hugest of dents got playing time.
We won't have a lot of nerves when it comes to playoffs and big games. Even if there are nerves, we have people who are ready to step up and show all of the potential that they have.
And the potential the Bucks have to get back to states and even win is further driven by them knowing that besides taking home the trophy, they beat Halldale in that state final.
We had 9 hits and they had 4. None of the kids here thought we lost that game.
We played better than the score represented, and it was just unlucky for us.
The Bucks have unfinished business, and even with other stacked teams to contend with throughout the state, that's not curbing their confidence.
They're tough competition, but we got something to prove, and we're going to bring it this year.
In Bucksport, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Ryan. I can't wait for the snow to melt and to get back out on a diamond. Speaking of that, though, that's all the time we have for sports. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
All right, thank you very much. Your full weather is brought to you by Washington County Community College. Discover choices, create success. Don't miss out on free college. Let's talk about the weather, though, and we have another system on the way, bringing mostly rain to our area, but there could be a few slippery spots tomorrow morning with some ice north and west of Millinocket tonight. Here are the advisories, of course, a small craft advisory in there through tomorrow morning, and then a winter weather advisory in blue. This is not for snow. This is for a bit of ice tonight, and it doesn't take much ice at all to make things very slippery across the area. So you're traveling west across the region tonight. Be mindful of that. Okay, so high temperatures today did what they're supposed to do this time of year. Pretty much upper 30s to low 40s across our area. Tomorrow, though, is going to be even warmer with high temperatures back in the upper 40s, pretty much area-wide tomorrow as we kick in a southwest breeze. Today, though, the wind out of the east, southeast, generally near 10 to 15 miles per hour. There were a couple gusts near 20 earlier. This will begin to die down, though, tonight. Actually go calm for a couple hours overnight tonight. All right, so here's the bigger story, though. So today we had increasing clouds pretty much all day long. Some rain showers out there as well. Nothing heavy at all, just some sprinkles, really. That's about to change, though. We have this system here, and we have that system there, and this one is a doozy. It has lots of moisture, lots of powerful energy in the atmosphere. That is moving our direction, and when they get here, they're going to combine forces and pretty much rain out on us for several days through tonight, through tomorrow, through Thursday, through Friday, and possibly ending as a bit of snow shower activity early on Saturday morning. And then behind that one, there's another one a couple days after the weekend. But overall, we're on this one for now. That's going to bring us lots of rainfall to the area beginning tonight. All right, here we go. Here's tonight or tomorrow morning, 4 o'clock. We're still looking at rain showers across the area. Throughout the day tomorrow, more rain showers. Here's tomorrow evening, looking at more rain. Here's Thursday morning, more rain. The heaviest rain could fall Thursday morning morning into Thursday evening, especially down east and coastal areas, and then some more rain showers on Thursday evening into Friday morning before it ends as here comes a little bit of snow activity getting in here later on Saturday morning that could give us an inch or two of snow on Saturday. The rainfall, though, is a bigger story. Of course, our soil has a lot of rainfall in it already, and we have at least a 1 to 3 inch rainfall on the way between now and probably Friday afternoon. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is rain showers out there, some ice north and west of Millinocket this evening. Look for low temperatures down near 35 with a northeast breeze around 5. For tomorrow, all right, so mostly cloudy, rain showers off and on pretty much all day long tomorrow. High temperatures reaching for 50 in a couple spots tomorrow. With that south breeze around 5, you'll barely notice that at all. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows tomorrow is a pretty warm 48. More rain showers on Thursday, 48 as well. Friday, 46, rain. But again, some rain changing to snow early Saturday morning. That could be an inch or two of snow on Saturday morning. Here's Easter. Right now, partly cloudy with high temperatures near 43.
All righty, Jeff, thank you.
And there is still more to come. Stay with us.
Days Jewelers in Bangor is hosting a one-of-a-kind experience. It's the Great Estate Buying Event presented by Jules Estate Buyers. Join us Tuesday through Friday, March 26th through the 29th. Like roadshows you've seen on TV, your item is evaluated, an offer is made, and you are paid a fair market price on the spot. Our experts are buying diamonds, jewelry, Rolex and other fine watches, gold and platinum, sterling silver tableware, coins, paintings, autographs, and photos. Bring anything of value. No appointments necessary. Don't miss the Great Estate Buying Event presented by Jules Estate Buyers. This week only. Days Jewelers, Bangor.
Are your basement walls bowing, crumbling, or failing? Hi, I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems, all things basementy. Our stable lock wall system offers a patented, affordable, and permanent solution to save your foundation walls. It stabilizes, fills voids, and structurally repairs, leaving a new smooth surface. All the strength of new walls. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basementy.
Herman Meadow is a very user-friendly golf course. We have some very good rates. We have discounts for military people. We have discounts for seniors, individual and group lessons for juniors.
The greens, especially this year, they're in excellent shape. It's not a course that won't allow you to hit the ball 10 or 12 times on any hole and still have fun.
There's some challenges out there, but there's also some risk rewards.
It's convenient. You can come in Union Street, you can come in Route 2. It's just in a great location.
It's just a fun place to play.
Comfort Shoes and More is your destination for all of your spring and summer footwear essentials. We have trained podorthists on site, and our friendly, caring, and knowledgeable staff will make sure you are fitted with the proper footwear that is perfect for you. The OrthoFeed hands-free sneaker is engineered for comfort. We have many new sandal styles from Hoka, Teva, Power Step, Stride, and more. Come visit Comfort Shoes and More in Newport to find the perfect shoes for you.
Finally tonight, the coffee was flowing and the camaraderie was strong at Reigning Hope Ranch in Orrington on Tuesday. The nonprofit provides equine-based activities and therapy for children and adults recovering from trauma. Every Tuesday from 9 to 11 a.m., service members, veterans, and those who work as first responders are invited to the nonprofit for a cup of coffee and a time to connect with peers. Those who attend the weekly event say it's a great opportunity to get out in the fresh air, spend some time with the animals, and fill up on a campfire breakfast.
It's just nice to be with a group of people who have shared experiences without having to, just kind of talk about it. And you got all these little four-legged therapists running around who they seem to know when they need to hold space with you, and they'll come up and, spend 10 or 15 minutes just letting you pet them or nuzzling you or whatever.
Reigning Hope Ranch is located on Center Drive in Orrington, and you can learn more about the nonprofit's Coffee and Connect program at reigninghoperanch.com. Looks like a fantastic endeavor there. I love that four-legged therapist.
Right?
Absolutely accurate.
It totally is, and sometimes not a word needs to be spoken.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
You don't have to say a word.
Right.
It's just all right there.
Yeah, we're really glad that is available to them.
Indeed. All righty, well, that is going to do it for us, folks, from everyone here at ABC 7 News. Take care and have a wonderful evening.
Good night, everyone.